Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. And look what I have. I made Organite. Yay! I took an Organite class and got to play with UV resin. And I made these two. And look, there's some dried Hoya blooms at the bottom. And this one has metal. And this one has copper bottom. Yes. And then I made this tower. Yay! I really like these stars. Is it not focusing here? And there's citrine, aventurine, amethyst, and what's that black stuff? What's this stuff called? That's not it. What's this stuff called? I forget. Obsidian. There you go. And then the silver metal, and then the copper metal, and then I made a little spiral thing that has a piece of quartz on the inside. Yes! Yay! It was so much fun. Oh my goodness. I came home and I bought some UV light resin to play with because I felt this. I was like, oh, the things I could do. Yeah, I'm excited. So many things. Sculpture, because you can use the resin like glue, and then with UV ray, and I've got this little UV flashlight, and sculptures, and then like organite and wrapping with copper. Oh my goodness, I got so many ideas, and I can't wait to run with them. And this is what it's about, right? That creative zhuzh. The creative zhuzh. That's what we need. That's what we want. The thing that gets us excited. And then just go down that road for a while and suck it dry of all the good zhuzh. And then when you're done, on to the next, right? These are the roads we must travel upon. The roads that make us excited. Yes, because I've already wrapped almost every crystal that I can get my hands on. Well, I guess not. Look at all these ones in here that haven't been wrapped yet. But you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm like, well, what else can I do with it? What else can I do with it? Well, universe, take a class, try something new, see what happens, and then follow your zhuzh. I don't even know how to spell zhuzh. But it's good. It's that thing that propels you forward and makes you go, yes! Okay. Are there any messages today from the Arcturians? What's that? What was that? What you got for us? We've got loyalty. The energy of loyalty helps you remain loyal to yourself. Sometimes this might mean being disloyal to a good friend. Once you have learned how to do this, you can be loyal through and through without forgetting yourself. Yes, especially moving from a place of people pleasing and conditioning of everybody else's needs are more important than yours, right? And so it's like offering everybody something first and then you taking whatever is left. And I think there's a time and a place for that kind of thing. If it's always and you're surrounded in an environment where nobody's doing that back to you, like it's different if you're doing the one offering today and so the other person gets first pick at the best thing, and then the next day they are offering the first pick, the best pick to you first, right? This is reciprocation. Yes, so this is about mindfulness of your tendency to overgive and also be taken advantage of in a sense. Okay, and there may be some links with some that feeling like, oh, I never get the best of anything, but it's also because you always give the best away, right? Okay, there's the first messages. Loyalty to self first. Put yourself first, or at the very least consider your needs as just as important as somebody else's. And if you're in an environment where nobody's putting your needs first, then you need to put your needs first, period, full stop. Okay. Let's ask a rune to come out and be a part of this reading. Laguz. Floating in the great waters, this tiny seahorse feels the currents, ebbs, and flows in this great universal ocean of life, and in her softly shifting dream state, she knows the unity of all life and the connection that flows through past, present, and future. In her world, water is everywhere, pervading all things, the living energy source of everything. She is a symbol of the unconscious, of invisible life forces, the dream state, and hidden aspects of the self. Laguz is a powerful rune in the way water is powerful, fluid, and ever changing. It calls you to release the struggle and go with the flow, spending time in meditation and allowing your deep intuitive state to speak to and guide you. Laguz reminds you that on life's journey, not all can be controlled, and change is the only constant. Without change, life becomes stagnant. Flow, memory, dreams, the unconscious, fate, and karma. Okay, so loyalty and going with the flowing. Loyalty to self, doing what you got to do for you. You also demonstrate to others that you are also valid and important, and valuable and worthy of reciprocation. Dang it. There's so many people out there that'll just take. And I don't know how to tell those people I'm done. I'm done doing that. I have this habit of just, I am no longer there. But having that done to you sucks. There's lots of questions. It's like, what? What's going on? Why? But I find those who only access you when they need something from you, you never hear anything from them until they need you, even if it's to check in to see if they still have access to you. And then all of a sudden, you're like the most important thing in the world. What? Wait, what about, huh? No. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So let's just get to the messages here. Let's get down to the messages that are coming through for us here today about our loyalty. The Empress coming out strong in the beginning, okay? Gorgeous. Holding the frequency. That's what the Empress does. She births, she flows, she receives. She doesn't chase, she allows. She lets things come to her, and then she decides whether or not she picks them up and takes them. Okay? The power of the Empress is that she's not fucking around. Okay? She is fully in her power. Okay? She is, yes, this love. This love is what she is emitting. Okay, we have so many cards here. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, well, we'll see how some of them need to double up a bit. Because they're not all getting on the board here. Maybe it's like this. Okay, we'll see. What? And the devil's trying to get in, lingering around, being nearby. Okay. Adversaries. So this could be about things in your atmosphere, things that are swirling around you but can't get to you because you are in this frequency holding place where you're untouchable to the devils. So I'm not sure where these adversaries are coming in. This could be something, those people who are showing up and being like, hey, remember me? Remember I just take from you? I'm just checking in to make sure that I still have access to you to take whenever I need to. And you're like, I can't hear you. I am on another frequency. Sorry, right? Okay. Oh, love and work down here. Loving your work, doubting love, doubting work, things that come up against your love and your work that get in between this. I don't know. What's going on here? Okay, well, this is definitely stuff that you're bringing in here. We got the Seven of Clubs, overflowing, and the luck. And this is the grounding, connecting to your intuition and your third eye. Okay, this is how you are maintaining this space. And this is also your overflow and how it affects others. And you alchemizing the things that are not serving you. And these are all the great ideas that are coming. This is that zhuzh. This is the thing, right? Where you're like, ooh, that's fun. Let's go that way more. Okay. What else we got? We've got rebirth, right? It's like the phoenix from the flames, okay? And this is self-reflection, looking at the things, doubts, fears, limiting beliefs, and maybe external influences that are still having their effect upon you. but you meditating to figure those out and alchemizing the things that you can, right? Experience, your experience, leading you to your intuition. And we've got the kindred spirits here. We've got the reciprocating relationships we were speaking of. Okay, so this is like a rebirth of a past relationship, perhaps one that was right thing, right kind of ness, but maybe wrong time. Okay, let's do these guys. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So your spiritual voice. Okay, the Queen of Wands, charismatic, outgoing, passionate, connected to her intuition, being seen, being heard, speaking her truth, sharing, being loud and proud. Okay, and this Nine of Wands is the tending of the spiritual garden. So this is like a sharing of knowledge of the spiritual realms, perhaps. Then we have the creation of your world, the world that you want to live in, and the receiving of your wishes. I'm getting this connection to the spirit realm. It's like the 5D, pulling in something from the 5D, pulling in love from the 5D realm. Leaving comfort zones, we got 2 9s here, and this grounding and centering. Okay, so this is giving me the speaking your world into existence while being in a place of grounded, centered connectedness, which, yes, okay. And in this world, we've got the beautiful relationships that reflect that. Okay, and then here we have getting out and experiencing life and putting or seeing the influence effect of the spiritual realm upon your manifestations. And I'm getting like those little signs and synchronicities, those things that lead you along the way, those things that every time you ask a question, it's like, here, and you're like, I see it, but I need more. And it's like, here, and you're like, yes, but another one. And then here, it's like, okay, but maybe one more, you know? Yes. Okay. So what are these? I want to know more about these devils. What the heck? I mean, balance, right? The shadow, the light and the dark, being in a solid place, controlling, definitely what is going to cut away, right? You being able to set firm boundaries is you in control of your shadow aspect, right? The one that can say no and hold that, even if the other person's crying and whining and begging and pleading and being like, but I must have access to your energy. What? And you're like, no, right? It's that being comfortable being someone else's villain, being the villain in someone else's story, especially when it's about you being loyal to yourself, right? That was something that was always kind of modeled to me. It was like a demand for respect, but there was none given. So it was like, never mind what I'm doing to you, you need to do these things for me, right? And it was basically like, you need to prove your respect to me by disrespecting yourself. And you recognizing both your shadow version as being one who's like, okay, I will, whatever you say, and reclaiming your power and then becoming the master of your shadow self and saying, no, that is not a reciprocating relationship. That is not fair, period. And so, no, full stop, right? Because no is a complete sentence. Not no because and over explain and convince, because it, for those kinds of people, it's about your misuse of your energy. So even if you're right and in this place of overextending your energy to explain, to try to make up for it, to do all these things, tiptoe around all the things, that's they're still getting what they want. Control over you. Oh, those devils, I tell you. We all have them in our lives. But we've transformed. Look at that. We have transformed and turned those devils into an asset, into assets that we utilize to keep ourselves safe and protected, keep things fair. I mean, it's not so big an ask for fairness. I really feel like this is why autistic people are on the rise, and they've got a high level of what is actually fair. What is it? The justice recognition? Justice recognition? Okay. So we've got the signs and the synchronicities coming in from the angels. Yes. Maybe about love, about your power reclamation, or about work even, right? Leading you, strengthening you away from, around, and through the adversaries, the devils that come across your path, steering them away. There's the sparks of creation, sparks that give you the zhuzh, right? Sparks between kindred spirits and this rebirth. So maybe revisiting an old hobby or thing that used to excite you and giving it a new life, right? Like I love sculpturing, and playing with resin added another dimension. So I'm going to revisit sculpturing, but with this new material, medium to incorporate. Did I see a card flip? I did see a card flip. Okay, star power. Yes, you alchemized yourself into a star. You turned adversaries and self-reflection and your experience and your meditation and your dedication into star power. This is the coal that turned into a diamond, right? And your discernment filling your cup, you becoming an overflowing cup. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. You know, this introspection phase might have been like, well, what do I have to offer anybody, right? And it's like, well, my love. You know, and some people are just born to love some people, and nobody can do it like you can do it. Okay, there's that discernment there. Your truth. Okay, discernment and truth. This is what creates your new world, where kindred and reciprocating relationships only are allowed. No more, oh, could you massage me? Sure. Oh, yeah, that was great. Can you massage me now? Oh, I'm too tired. Maybe tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes. No more of those people. Okay, we got the chariot moving fast, so that's good. This is also the universe conspiring in your favor to make things happen, to line up your greatest and highest timeline to you, right? This is what the Empress is doing. She is rearranging the cosmos to allow all of the things that are meant for her to get to her swiftly, right? This is why the feminine, divine feminine, doesn't chase. She attracts, because her power through the heart, through love, is to reconstitute the timelines. Okay, so we got this holding back 10 of swords over here. I'm gonna put that there because I feel like your ability to alchemize, I don't know what's going on with that 10 of swords. Things that held you back in the past before you became a star. Oh, we've got the king and queen of swords. We've got a lot of swords here. So I want to say communication. The king and queen of swords, the masculine and feminine, balancing in communication and discernment. Okay, and this is the coming out of comfort zones. Sorry, that's this one. This is boundaries. Creating boundaries for the good of all. Okay, where is it going? Boundaries around the thoughts and the people. Yes, because we can hyperfixate, right, upon hobbies, ideas, but also people. And I think it's that fight or flight mode, that like safety, or what's been modeled really, the love bombing, right? Oh, what's this? More fast moving energy. So that's nice. We like when the energy is moving fast in our favor. What was I saying? Creating boundaries and divinely protected. Okay. This clears up that the devils are just around. They might be a necessary witness to your evolution, to your transformation, right? The people who kind of kept you as an alternative option, or as an energy source that they can dip into whenever it suits them. It might be part of their karma to see you evolve, grow, set firm boundaries, and leave them out in the cold because of your loyalty to self, right? They treated you like second best, and they're seeing you treat yourself finally like number one, and they're like, oh. But I'm getting divinely protected. Okay. And this love offer, this overflowing cup, this manifestation that is meant to be yours because of the alchemy and your holding, it's protected. You're protected. Your spirit guides are protecting you. Which is good. We want that. We need that. We want to be able to live our lives without worry and fear, right? It helps us maintain the love vibe. What do we got? We got all the abundance in the world coming to us quickly. And that is keeping your eyes on the prize, okay? Don't linger on the devils. Where are they? They're not here anymore because we're too busy following our signs and synchronicities, sitting firmly in our transformation, holding the frequency of love and drawing in quickly abundance, okay? Boom, bada, yes. And there is some beautiful, beautiful love coming in as well in this new world here. In this world of beautifulness. Okay, so this holding back, I'm feeling because you're a star and you've got all this stuff and you're it's about only moving on the things that give you the zhuzh, that tickle your undercarriage. I don't know. I don't know about your undercarriage, but tickle your fancy. Okay, let's get something beautiful. Do we want these ones? Okay, so I'm being drawn to the Botanical Oracle deck here, which I rarely use, but it kind of stood out to me earlier. And then when I was just kind of hovering over the cards, which one wants to come out, it was again like, me. So let's just see what happens, what messages or confirmations or additional things we discover when we go down the Botanical Oracle pathway. Who wants to come out tonight? The fly alaric, a garlic. A number 9. Didn't I point out 9s? 9. Okay, so 9s could be of significance. So fly agaric is a fire element, Amanita muscaria. Fly agaric indicates an opportunity to enter into the wondrous world of spirit and make contact with deeper level of awareness, catalyzing your own creativity and healing. You must be willing to take the risk of being perceived as foolish or crazy, and also take the time to listen in order to learn. There is communion with nature, from the fairy beings to the fox and the hare, the caterpillar and the ladybug, all under the moon's light. The fox brings craftiness in the interpretation, where the hare's gift is of speed and fertility. The caterpillar is the totem of transformation, as is the ladybug, moving from a frightening larva state to the beautiful familiar bug who is the sign of love and good fortune. The affirmation is, I am part of the enchanted world. Okay, I'm just going to read the plant spirit medicine. The spirit of the fly agaric is one of connection and communion between the world of flesh and the world of spirit, particularly associated with the underworld, darkness, the shadow, and the spirit embodied in nature rather than connecting with the more remote heavenly realm. The healing powers of fly agaric are about accepting change and letting things fall away, decompose, and become something new. It can assist us with breaking free of religious organizations and beliefs that have become toxic in our lives and no longer serve us. It can also help heal issues of abuse, including physical, verbal, and sexual. Fly agaric can regenerate our sense of wonder and childlike creativity, helping us release fears of rejection for playing and expressing our childlike nature. Fly agaric spirit helps teach us about the interconnectivity of all things everywhere. Okay, so that part there, can assist us with breaking free of religious organizations, beliefs, and talks that have become toxic in our lives and no longer serve us. It can help us heal issues of abuse, physical, verbal, and sexual, and fears of rejection. Okay, so the fears of rejection, this is another aspect of why we overplease, overgive, because we're seeking validation, right? And that's the power that those people who use and abuse and take advantage of us, that's their gold. And so by taking back your power, by recognizing, by maintaining your loyalty to yourself and your needs, you are able to not give a damn if the person likes or accepts you or not, right? A lot of us had to beg, plea, work for love. And so you move out into the world, and that's how all your other relationships are built upon is, oh, you're giving your love to me without me having to work. That's weird. Nope. And oh, you're making me have to work for love, and then you're just going to give me breadcrumbs. Perfect. That's familiar. That's what I want, right? Those are the devils. That's the recognition of your shadow version who was conditioned to live off of breadcrumbs. And you putting yourself first and being like, you know what? I deserve the whole freaking cake. You're just going to give me breadcrumbs? Nah. No, period. Right? Okay. We are in our villain era, but only villain to those who want to use and abuse us, right? And we don't mind that. We're like, whatevs, bye. Yes, yes, and yes. And don't worry about those people, right? The only thing you can do is wish them well, love them from afar. You'll be okay, and so will they. It's not up to you to give anybody anything. Okay. Let's get one of these affirmation cards or two. Okay, what do we got here? All is well in my world. Yes, this world you're creating with some firm boundaries where you're acting on your creative sparks of inspiration, where you are only accepting loving, beautiful, reciprocating, creative, kindred spirit type relationships. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Beautiful. Beautiful confirmations. What's this one? I am at peace with my age. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. Am always the perfect age for where I am in life. Yes. And, with age comes experience, and experience is wisdom, and wisdom is gold. Okay? Wisdom is gold. Quote me. Quote me. Okay. Let's go to the beautiful charms. Okay, yes, look at this. The golden pineapple is meant to be yours. Okay, this is the abundance. This is the beautiful gloriousness. Okay, we've got dolphin vibes. That has been coming up regularly for us because this is the joy. This is the new world. This is this relationship here. Playful, beautiful, yes. Okay, we also have the Orient Heart. This is about the beautiful balance between the masculine and feminine, the light and the dark, coming together to create a beautiful, beautiful love. This is what the Empress embodies, resonates, and attracts. Okay, we've got the angels. This is your divine protection. Okay, your angels are in the outfield. What is that from? I think it's a movie. Anyways, the angels are watching and they're keeping you safe, and they are moving things swiftly in your favor always, right? Your job, hold the love frequency. They're the ones who are driving the chariot. Okay, we've got this pear-shaped angel, which I call the Cupid because it's a pair, right? A pair of lovers coming together. So there could be a Cupid involved in your love life, wanting to bring two beautiful souls together. And then we have these two feathers here. So more signs from your angels. Okay, signs and synchronicities that your angels are around. Here's your tree of plenty. Okay, this is your bounty. This is your pentacles. This is the tree that reaches its blooming, fruiting stage and starts to produce regularly. Okay, dependably, gorgeously. Then we have the kitty cat. Okay, this is pay attention to self-care and connection. And then we have the moon and the star. Okay, so this is, what is this one? The moon and the star. This is a beautiful, like, sun and moon situation here. So it's like you, the star, and your connection to your intuition, perhaps. Okay, let's get a kitty card because a kitty came out, and then we'll call it a day. This has been a weird reading, but so it is. It's another solar flare day. The winds are crazy, and the heat. Oh my goodness, it was so hot yesterday. When I stays cool in my place, so I can like live in a alternate reality than what's outside where it's super hot. But I had to go out for this class, this resin class, and oh my goodness, I was sweltering. And how do people function in that heat? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Okay, what do we got? We've got play. Meet Pippa of the Dream Circuits. Some kitties come straight out of the imagination to remind us to play. Here is to a moment of dancing, twinkling toes, and laughter. Where most only see empty air, Pippa sees colorful tweeting birds doing a tantalizing minuet and errant butterflies playing peekaboo, urging her to the chase. To play is to do something for the pure joy of the doing. It is a frolicking mix of experimentation, curiosity, and absurdity. Where can you let more of Pippa's playful spirit and light-hearted air into your work and your life? Okay, this is the sparks that you move upon, the sparks that bring you joy and excitement. And it's because of this exploration. I mean, this resin for me, I am so excited to explore all the different ways that I could utilize it in creating. That is going to be so much fun. It's going to be, well, I'm going to be in play mode and have all my little things. And plus I get to work with little things. I'm going to be making little scenes or making sculpture. Like there's just so much I want to do with it. Okay, so yes, follow the things that give you excitement, and also any opportunity to play, take it. Life's too short. Take those moments, milk them, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy, right? And by being and showing your playful self, you allow and demonstrate to others and encourage their inner childs to come out as well, right? Like during this making of this, there were 5 other people in the class, and we were just like, yay, let's look at this. And then before you know it, everybody was like, yay, let's look. Oh, it's so exciting, and it's contagious. So live and be joyfully. Okay, live and be joyfully. Okay, we're just gonna quickly get a couple of these cards. Too many. Confidence and potential. Witnessing. Okay, that's enough of that. Witness and harmony. Beautiful. Yes, pay attention. Observe. You take stock of where you're at by checking out your environment. The people, the things, the circumstances that are happening around you is a great indication of where you're at. Also, recognize and witness how far you've come, where you are at, how you're different, transformed, and changed, how you're easier to laugh and enjoy and play than maybe you had been in the past or last month or last year, right? Witness your evolution, witness your beautiful world becoming more tangible, lining up and making things work for you. Okay, this is the harmony, this is the life. Okay, potential, yes. Consider the potential of things in a positive way and have the confidence to align, to hold, and to be, okay? And you will attract the things, there we go, that are meant for you swiftly. And look, it's a golden pineapple, okay, of abundance. That's meant to be yours. There's the reading for the day. Hopefully there was some good stuff for you to take with you and make yourself a world that is beautiful, okay, and abundant and loving and full, overflowing, balanced, and gorgeous. Okay, remember to play and go with the flow and hold the love vibe. All right. Thank you for being here. I love you. Take care. Stay cool. And I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.